Could artificial intelligence replace a pilot? Strap in, this one's going to get nerdy. If you're new here, I'm Scott. I'm a private pilot studying for my commercial theory exams, the ATPLs. One of the first hurdles to becoming an airline pilot is passing those theory exams, so we'll start there. I'll get ChatGPT to try some exam questions and see how it does. Do you think it'll manage? Let's see what it thinks. Oh, Jesus. Computer? I can't spell. Are you confident you could pass a computer-based pilot theory exam?
Come with me if you want to live.
I've made up an exam with questions from a few subjects. The pass mark in the real exams is 75%. Tell me in the comments, do you think Skynet will pass? Right, Judgment Day. We'll start with an aircraft general knowledge question on structures. A safe life aircraft structural component A has multiple load paths. B may be used during a number of cycles or flight hours. C is so strong that it will never fail during a declared time period. Or D should have enough strength during the whole lifetime of an aircraft. Let's see how we do. Oh, and I got it wrong. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so the correct answer here is B. May be used during a limited number of cycles or flight hours, because it's misunderstood the language. The clue's in the name. It has a defined safe lifetime. After that, it has to be changed. Could be because it's difficult to inspect or just the nature of the material or whatever. Not a good start. Next. The QNH, given by a meteorological station of elevation 1,300 feet, is 998.2 hectopascals. The minimum obstacle clearance is 10,000 feet. The aircraft is at flight level 200, which is essentially 20,000 feet, but measured differently. Where the outside air temperature is minus 40 Celsius. What is the indicated altitude when the QNH is placed on the subscale of the altimeter? What are you doing? Oh, it's going way too complex. No. Okay, it's really messed this up. Interesting. It's like it feels the need to use all the information that's given, even if it's irrelevant. And ATPL questions are infamously full of red herrings, so it might be about to struggle further. We don't need to know the elevation of the station. We don't need to know minimum obstacle clearance altitude. It's not even asking you for true altitude here, so no temperature corrections. It's asking you for indicated altitude. Literally, what does it show you on the altimeter when you change the pressure setting to the QNH, or the local pressure setting given by that weather station? The difference between them is about 15 hectopascals, and you normally say 27 feet per hectopascal, so 15 times 27 gives us 405 feet of a difference. You're changing to a lower pressure, so it's going to decrease. High to low, look out below, they say. 20,000 minus 405 gives us 19,595 feet. Answer B. Next one's a fuel calculation. It can either be done with maths or with a flight computer. I mean, I guess it's a computer. It kind of computes stuff. It's a computer in the same way that an abacus is a calculator, I suppose. Let's see how we do. Okay, to find the weight. Use the formula. Okay, it's doing it mathematically. No hands for a flight computer. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Okay. Option B. You got it correct. Good. Nicely done, Skynet. Next. So the inertial reference system uses a mixture of gyroscopes and accelerometers and gives out information for navigation. This question's about the types of data that it can give out. It knows nothing about temperature, so Mach number can't be done. It doesn't use satellites at all, so it just has to be 3 and 4, which should be option C. Let's see how we do. Got it wrong as well. Very wrong, in fact. It has the whole internet at its disposal. Like, I really expected it to get that right. Some general navigation now. What is a valid definition for departure? Strangely used word. Departure is the east-west distance along a parallel of latitude. Already, option A is correct. The rest are just, nonsense. For a start, there's no north-south distance along a parallel of latitude. That doesn't make any sense because a parallel of latitude runs from east to west, and you move north or south, then you're not on it anymore. Nonsense, right? Okay, let's see how it does. Okay, got this wrong as well. To be fair, option C is very similar. The question's a little ambiguous. Although it said C should be modified to specify that the distance is measured along a line of constant latitude, which is what option A already says. For a language model, I'm surprised. The circumference of the parallel of latitude at 60 degrees north is approximately, you've got 360 degrees times 60 nautical miles gives you that 21,600, and you multiply that by the cosine of the latitude. Cosine 60 is 0.5, so it's half essentially. Half of 21,600 is 10,800 nautical miles. So answer should be A. Wow, it's going way too complicated. No. Incorrect again. I've only just realized what it did wrong. It used the radius of the Earth in statute miles, but then the conversion factor from kilometers to nautical miles instead of statute miles to nautical miles to get the answer. It's a sort of mistake like I would make, or any human. That's really strange. An example of a combined lateral and directional periodic motion within the transonic speed range is, so this is a combination of roll and yaw. Dutch roll, you get roll and yaw together like this. Dutch roll, I got it correct. Good. And the last question. This one's a bit weird. An airplane has a stall speed of 78 knots at its mass of 6,850 kilos. What is the stall speed when the mass is 5,000 kilos? Okay, so it has less mass, therefore needs less lift. The stall speed is going to be lower, so we can already get rid of the first two options. To calculate this, you have to multiply the stall speed by the square root of the change. 5,000 divided by 6,850 gives us 0.85. 0.85 times the old stall speed of 78 gives us 66.6 whatever. So answer D is correct. Let's see how we do. Oh, well, okay. That's actually a simpler way to do it. Well done. So it got it right, but as you may have heard, I wasn't very happy with my voiceover, so I did this one again. Watch out what happens. So, option D is correct. Let's see how we do. What? What? Okay. I don't understand. It got it wrong? But it got it right the first time. This is take 2. I didn't like... What? How did you get it wrong? It's made a simple math error here. So ChatGPT got 3 out of 8 right. It's a colossal failure, let's be honest. It's half the pass mark.
You are terminated.
I'm not overly worried about my job prospects so far. But it's interesting the way it made some of the mistakes. Some of the errors seemed weirdly human. And especially the maths ones. It's just substituting the wrong number into the correct formula, which is something anyone could do. It's also really strange that it would get a question right the first time and then immediately mess it up when I asked it to do the same again. I wonder if it's forcing itself to be creative or something and not recycle answers, even if they're right. Anyway, I'll get back to studying. And I'll see those of you who are subscribed in the next one.